Hello and welcome to another useless Battletome review. Today we're looking at Daughters of Khaine. Can't see. Can we get it in the light? There it is. Daughters of Khaine. We got moody light going on for this one. Because, Daughters of Khaine. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this Battletome. And, there's a lot here. It's about the same. The book itself is a hardcover book. It is, the size that we come to expect from Battletomes and Codexes and all these written material, rules and such. Ooh, nice and crispy. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look inside and see what we're dealing with here. Bow before the goddess Morathi-Khaine, most beautiful and terrible of all of deities. I did the all. After a millennia of plotting, the masters of intrigue and manipulation has seized the divine power that she always knew to be her right. Now she desires that all mortal beings worship her, though whether they do so through love or through fear, she does not care for the slightest. Even allies must beware such unchecked ambition, for Morathi has always shown that she will not allow crude notions of honor to stand between her and ultimate power. There's more, but, I don't think we're in for the dramatic readings here, are we? I don't know, really, these useless reviews, I'm not thoroughly steeped in the lore and everything like that, especially for Age of Sigmar, even 40k. A lot of my knowledge is from ages ago, but yeah. But I definitely enjoyed this stuff, and I do enjoy some reading, and codexes and battletomes are a great way to get into the lore of armies, because oftentimes they'll have specific stuff. Usually the core rulebooks will have they'll touch on it and everything like that, but you get into more depth in these books. So even from a lore perspective, I think it's pretty darn cool. I'd advocate, picking up one of these books, especially if it's something, obviously that interests you. Contents, the Bloodthirsty Zealots, page 4. How long is this book? It goes to about 104 pages. Dance of Shadows, Years of Blood, to become a goddess. Har-Kuron? Is it Huron? Anyway, Land of Illusions, Temple Cities, Legacy of Bloodshed, Covens of Blood. Then the Khainite sects, and it gives us all the sects within the Daughters of Khaine. Heraldry of Khaine, a painted guide. Wrath of Khaine. Allegiance abilities, gives you all the battle traits, enhancements, command traits, all the way down to Temples of Khaine. Path to Glory, Gladiatorial Arena, Quest, Veteran abilities, territories, heroic upgrades, battle plan, Ceremony of Blood, battle plan, Divide and Conquer, and War Scroll battalions. For match play, you get into grand strategies, battle tactics, and core battalions. Then, of course, through the War Scrolls, we go through all the various units within the army, and then for pitched battle profiles at 104 and allies. Pretty cool. Of course, lots of pretty artwork in these books. That's the other thing. Bloodthirsty Zealots. Nice, getting us into the lore. Ooh, I like that piece. It's the cover piece for this book. Piece. I'm saying piece a lot, apparently. The Dance of Shadows. I think what's really interesting is that, obviously don't go between the two parallels between, obviously the Dark Elves of old and, giving us something mostly new. And yeah, with the Daughters of Khaine, it's very, very interesting. Years of Blood, giving us kind of the history of how these all formed. Become a goddess. Cool. Fractures in the Creed. Morathi. I painted that model. Very cool looking model. Har-Kuron. Not sure what Har-Kuron is. Located on the sweltering Charwind coast, the city of Har-Kuron, it's a city, dominates all trade on the searing sea. This infamous place was once known as Anvilgard, and was pledged to the god King Sigmar, until it was taken by Morathi's armies as the crowning conquest to mark her ascension to godhood. How come everybody's always looking for godhood? How come nobody's looking for, I just want to settle down and, raise goats. It's always godhood, got to be a god. Land of Illusions. Ooh, I like these maps. Land of Illusions gives us an idea of, how everybody's floating around and getting into all sorts of trouble. Very, very cool. I often like, maps within the books just because, they often provide a bit of context, a visual context of like the placement of, realms and cities and the battlefields and such like that, The temple cities. Hagnar, city of the first temple. Drachi Geneth, the Tower of Blades. Iron Shard, the Umbral Edifice. Very, very cool. Legacy of Bloodshed. The Daughters of Khaine have a proud legacy that stretches back to the earliest days of the Age of Myth. Ever since Morathi first laid the foundations of Hagnar, the brides of the bloody-handed god have spilled enough blood to drown entire continents. Oof, that's a lot. These proud warrior zealots still will not let their blades rest. The Age of Myth. Very, very cool. Gives you kind of the, the history of everything. Up until the Age of Sigmar. Huh, he said it. Yeah. Very, very cool. Covens of Blood. The Canaanite Creed is one of the ceaseless violence and expansion, and so the strict organization of its war covens is the utmost importance. Passed down from Morathi herself, these structures and hierarchies have endured since the darkest days of the Age of Chaos. And so it gives you like a little graph as to, the power structure within Morathi's army. It's Morathi, and then the shade-marked Vampiric Guard. Then, I don't know who these cats all are. Oh, wait, this is the cities. Then the Cauldron Guard, Skaith Coven, Slaughter Troop, Shadow Patrol, Idols of Khaine. Pretty cool. Yeah. Like I said, like for everybody out there who's, looking to get into the lore and, stuff like that. Now, mind you, I have no idea, what changes have been made from the previous book to this book, but looking at this book, it's pretty darn cool. The Canaanite sects, not sects, but sects. Hagnar, Zainthar Kai. Ooh, she's kind of cool. I like that helmet on her. It's kind of freaky. The Druchi Geneth. The Kraeth. How come all these elven words always have th in them? The TH sound. How come they always do that? Why? Why do elves sound like they got a lisp? They all talk like this. Kaelbron and Keltnar? I don't know, it's made up words. And then Morathi. Ooh. Might have to use that as a profile pic. Queens and Cauldrons. Very, very cool. Warriors of the Sisterhood. We get into the Witch Elves, Sisters of Slaughter, High Gladiatrix, Melusai, the Medusa-looking models, the Iron Scales, Blood Sisters, and Bloodstalkers. Very, very cool. The Blessed and the Cursed, the Bloodrack Medusae, Bloodrack Shrines, Doomfire Warlocks. Yeah, tons of lore. Agents of the Shadow and Sky. There are none that can hide from the wrath of Morathi-Khaine. Those that flee to the shadows are tracked down by umbral assassins, while leather-winged Kinerai soar across the skies of the mortal realm in the shrieking packs, tracking those who have displeased their mistress. Well, you don't want to anger her up. I don't think so. Then by about page 42, we get to the painting guides and, pretty pictures and such. The new High Gladiatrix came in the previous box. What was that box? Arena of Shades, that was it. The Morathi. I actually have Morathi for sale for anybody interested. Yeah, lots of pretty pics, lots of inspiration. Man, so many things. Yeah, very, very cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Daughters of Khaine taking on some ghosties in this big picture. Oh, we even get a nice little painting guide. I don't know if the previous book gave us a painting guide, but yeah, we got for Morathi's skin and features, Morathi's robes, the Druchi-Ganeth, showing their weapons and their armor and the cloth, and showing some little blood. The Kelbron, Hagnar, Kriath, Keltnar, Xantharkai. And get some contrasting skin tones, dark skin tones, and flushed skin tones. Even lots of little guides for different skin. Oh wow, even more here. The Melusai scales, showing the little scales. Shadow Queen's wings, the Kirinai wings, banner designs, bloody blades, cauldron of blood, blood shard and hearts, and the Avatar of Khaine, Sisters of Slaughter masks. The Blood Rack Shrine mirror. Oh, it gives you a nice little guide on how they, how to go about painting up the mirror for anybody who's kind of intimidated by, sort of creating, reflective surfaces or, just creating those kind of effects like that. Very, very interesting. It's not very often you see like these kind of, old school kind of heavy metal type of guides even within the codexes or battle tomes. We get into the Wrath of Khaine. Welcome to the rules section of the Battletome Daughters of Khaine. On the following pages, you will find the rules you will need to field your Daughters of Khaine collection and dominate the battlefield in the name of the Bloody-Handed One. So it gives you the army rules, the allegiance abilities, battle traits, enhancements, Temples of Khaine, war scrolls, pitched battle profiles, Path to Glory, war scroll battalions, grand strategies, battle tactics, and core battalions. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's quite a bit, Allegiance abilities. Temples of Khaine. There are a number of sects dedicated to Khaine, each fixated on a different aspect of their patron. You pick one of the following subfactions for your army. All Daughters of Khaine units in your army gain the keyword of the subfaction you picked, and you can use the allegiance abilities for that subfaction. If the unit already has a different subfaction keyword on its war scroll, it cannot gain another one. This does not preclude you from including the unit in your army, but you cannot use the allegiance abilities for its subfaction. And the subfactions being Hagnar, Druchi-Ganeth, Keltnar, Braun, Krath, and Xantharkai. Battle Fury, All Out Slaughter, Fanatical Faith, and Blood Rights. What does Blood Rights do for you? Friendly Daughters of Khaine units gain an ability each battle round as shown. Units have abilities of the current battle round each previous... What? I gotta read that again. Friendly Daughters of Khaine units gain an ability each battle round as shown below. Units have the abilities of the current battle round and each previous battle round. Dang. Does that mean it's cumulative or just this battle round and the previous battle round? So you only have like two kind of an effect. Either way, that's craziness. Oh no, it goes by. Okay, so battle rounds all the way up to the 5th battle round. I got you. Quickening Bloodlust, Headlong Fury, Zealot's Rage, Slaughterer's Strength, and Unquenchable Fervor. The last one is Friendly Daughters of Khaine units have a ward of 5+. Wow. Everybody getting a 5+ save. Nice. Command traits, Arcane Mastery, Wizard, Bathed in Blood, Fueled by Revenge, Melusai, Iron Scale, Zealous Orator, Master of Poisons, Sacrificial Overseer, and True Believer. Yeah, they're definitely leaning into the whole Zealots thing with these guys, aren't they? Artifacts of Power, Bloodbane Venom, Crone Blade, Crown of Woe, and Rune of Khaine. These are only for the heroes. Artifacts of Shadow, Daughters of Khaine Wizard only, Crystal Heart, Sevenfold Shadow, and Shadow Stone. Relics of Khaine, Daughters of Khaine Priest only, Blood Sigil, and Khainite Pendant. Wow. Spell Lores. This is for the Khaine Hero Wizards. Steed of Shadows, Pit of Shades, Mirror Dance, The Withering, Mind Razor, and Shroud of Despair. That's pretty cool. Prayer scriptures. Hey, look at that. Get to pray. This is for the hero priests. Catechism of Murder. Oof. Blessing of Cain. Martyr's Sacrifice. Crimson Rejuvenation. Covenant of the Iron Heart. Sacrament of Blood. Sacrament of Blood. Sounds like a heavy metal band. I got a band. Oh yeah, what are they called? Sacrament of Blood. We're a Slayer cover band. Temples of Cain, Hagnar, Druchi Ganeth. I'm sure I'm saying that all wrong, but anyway. Keltnar, Kaelbron, the Krath, and Zainthar Kai. And they'll have their own little special rules. So what did the little Medusae one do? So Melusai. Shock troops of the Zainthar Kai are seen as nothing less than living saints by many Cainites, for each carries in their veins no fewer than 3 drops of Cain's holy blood, a cursed lineage that both offer supernatural power and can be turned into a potent weapon. Each shall model in a friendly Zainthar Kai Melusai. That kind of has a flow to it. Eh? Anyway, unit is slain. That model can fight before it is removed from play. Oh, that's pretty cool. Kind of a last stand kind of thing. Then we get into the Path to Glory stuff. Path to Glory is, campaign rules. I think that's really, really cool. Is many people doing Path to Glory these days? I know in these reviews I always go on about, playing campaign games as... again, it just seems like so much focuses on match play and pick up and play kind of games. And, getting into some campaign games, it feels like missed opportunities. And yeah, for Age of Sigmar or, 40K. Anyway, Gladiatorial Arena allows you just to kind of fight stuff out. That's actually kind of cool. Got the quests, got veteran abilities, territories, heroic upgrades. Then we get into the scenarios, Ceremony of Blood. Gives us all our conditions. Divide and Conquer. Kind of an interesting one. Basically, Daughters of Cain deploy on one side and the player... It's like a 3-player game. So it's a 3-player game. It shows like two different armies. Player B and Player A's territory. Guess that's how they likes it. War Coven, the War Scrolls Battalion. It gives you all the organization for the battalions. So Viper Guard is Morathi, the Shadow Queen, 1 to 3 Bloodwrack Medusae and Melusai Iron Scales in any combination, and 2 to 6 Blood Sisters or Bloodstalker units in any combination. And then of course the abilities is Frenzied Devotees. First ward roll you make for each unit in this battalion in a phase is automatically successful. Do not make a ward roll. Who the heck gets that ability? Everybody? Apparently. Everybody gets that ability if you take these battalions? Jeez. I mean, you got to keep track of who's automatically passed their save, but jeez. We get over into match play. We get into grand strategies. Whirlwind of Blades, Bloodbath, Conquered in the Name of Cain, Bloodthirsty Zealots, and Not But Destruction. That's cool. Battle Tactics. Start your battle. Do Murderous Ploys. Chain of Arms, Cruel Delight, Tide of Blades, Executioner's Cult, Hatred of Chaos, Unexpected Attack. What's Unexpected Attack? You complete this tactic if a friendly Cainite Shadow Stalker unit uses its Shadow Leap ability and makes a charge move this turn. And then Core Battalions gives you all your stoof for that. Pretty cool. Then we get into the War Scrolls, Morathi, then the Shadow Queen. The big version of her is kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Yeah, she does tons of damage. She's got lots of attacks. Good grief. Yeah. Oh, that's her missile attack. Jeez Louise. Bloodwrack Shrine, which is the big... Well, it's Bloodwrack Shrine. It's that big cart with the Medusa. I like that Medusa model. That's pretty cool. Or Melusa, I guess is what we're calling it, right? We got the Iron Scales. We got the Blood Rack Medusa. Morgreth the Bloodied. It's a character. The Blade Coven. Jeez Louise. Hag Queen. Hag Queen on foot, I guess. Separate from the Cauldron. Yeah, on Cauldron. And off Cauldron. The Slaughter Queen. Slaughter Queen on and off the Cauldron. High Gladiatrix. That's that new character model. Sisters of Slaughter. Witch Elves. Witch Elves get a lot of attacks. Oof. Are they particularly deadly? Doing 1 damage apiece. Still though, it's a lot of attacks. You roll that spike and you get the whole bunch of successes and you're in trouble. Khainite Shadow Stalkers, Doomfire Warlocks, the Avatar of Khaine. We did a video a little while ago talking about the avatars of Khaine and the model, and they showed it on the Warhammer community. And I had some people asking, well, could you proxy in the Avatar of Khaine from the Eldari army? I don't see why not. I don't think they're about the same size, because the Avatar of Khaine from the Cauldron is like only yay big, whereas the Avatar of Khaine, the brand new one, is a little bit bigger. A little bit. Not that much bigger, but a little bit bigger. And also he's covered in Eldari runes, right? But I mean, like, if you're somebody who's really clever, you can just substitute all them runes and put some, Daughters of Khaine runes on there. Well, he's already got dripping blood on his hand. I mean, like, he already fits the part for this army. So, I mean, if you really want to include him, just saying. Bloodstalkers, Blood Sisters, Kirinai Heart Renderers, Canary Life Takers. Yeah, they're just Life Takers. Heartbreakers, Life Takers. Blood Rack Viper, that's that endless spell. Blade Wind. That one always kind of cracks me up because there's a bunch of swords all just dripping with blood. It's hilarious. The Heart of Fury. It's the big fist holding the heart. The Viper, though. The Vipers are really fantastic looking sculpt. And Pitched Battle Profiles. Oh, it gives us our quick little summaries here with the points and where they are as far as the battlefield rolls. Also quick little notes, unit sizes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Daughters of Khaine will ally with Cities of Sigmar, Ideneth Deepkin, Lumineth Realm Lords, Stormcast Eternals, and Sylvaneth. And then that would be it. And that is the Daughters of Khaine. That's a quick little run through of them. Like I said previously, I don't really get into too much depth. It's really just kind of a broad look. And of course, just for anybody who's possibly on the fence as far as, picking up a book and, you were curious about the lore. Well, like I said, the first half of the book, because this book is 104 pages, I believe. It's 104 pages. And it stops being about lore when you hit page 42. So just under half of the book is lore. And then you get another 20 some pages of painting guide. Yeah, you get up to from 42 to 63. So 20 pages of painting guide and pretty pictures. It's not bad. I mean, for anybody looking to get into this faction and, it's just passing curiosity. I mean, and they're such pretty books. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the reflection here in my camera here. I'm rambling at this point here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below your thoughts on Daughters of Khaine. Are you excited for this book? Do you don't care? I mean, they're very, very cool. I like them. My only issue especially with a lot of Age of Sigmar armies, is that there's not enough variety yet of units, and as these factions develop, obviously they'll include more and more units as time goes on. But yeah, I mean, it's just the little kid in me that wants, all the toys now, and so. But anyway, Daughters of Khaine, It's up for pre-order. Big thanks to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this book. And I will see you guys in the next video. A big thank you to my patrons. Without their support, this channel would not be able to continue to do what it is that I do. And so a huge, huge thank you to everybody who supports me through Patreon. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you. And I will see you guys later in the next video. Well, actually, depending on what video you're watching first, I'm going to have another review up. So just spoiler.